And welcome back to the Red Crew. It's your boy Chesco. I am here with Matthew.
What up, man?
I am here with Bruno.
You.
And we are here to recap UFC 311, Makhachev versus Moicano. Okay, we've had a long day. The Texans lost to the refs today earlier. The Lions lost to the Commanders. Tomorrow we will be live on Twitch from Wings. What? We'll be live on Twitch, Bruno and myself and Isaiah probably, from a wing spot in Houston, Texas.
TBD, baby.
Okay. And now we're gonna recap this. We're gonna go through it quickly. We're gonna see what's the first three. Well, the first two we can kind of get through quickly. Did you watch them at all?
I did not see
the Kevin Holland fight.
No, I did not see Kevin Holland.
It didn't take too long.
It did not seem like
first round. All I remember, because I was still working on setting up
minute and a half in.
Oh shit!
I was still working on setting up the stream, and they kept saying that Kevin Holland said, "I would be shocked if he submits me. I would be shocked if he submits me." And then
I guess you were shocked.
90 seconds later, he was
Sometimes
submitted.
you get shocked, you know. It's kind of like when you're a little kid and you're just poking in that motherfucking little holes in the wall.
Socket.
You're like, what? Yeah, well, you get shocked, you know.
It is what it is, man. But Kevin Holland, Daniel DeRitt, I don't know what to say about that guy. Like, I'm a Kevin Holland fan.
Mm-hmm.
We said it that we're a Kevin Holland fan. But the question is, does it help your stock when you beat Kevin Holland now? He's lost 4 of his last 5.
I mean, we don't gotta like state it that way, you know. I mean, we could state it in like all the good things Kevin Holland's done.
Well, yeah, but
yes, it definitely helps to beat Kevin Holland. I mean, that's a guy that is known. So if you're gonna beat somebody who's known. Doesn't matter what their record is. Beat somebody that people know.
Well, it matters a little bit, don't it?
I can get closer. No, you need to get closer, man.
It matters a little bit, don't it?
Yeah.
I mean, in terms of like top contention, yeah, probably not so much. But to be talked about in top contention, yeah, beat somebody who's known. It's like beating Tony Ferg was always gonna be valuable.
If you beat Tony Ferguson today,
it's still valuable. Because it's like there are certain top contenders, we're not going to just name them for the fact of it's kind of defamatory to say that if you beat these top contenders, nobody's going to give a fuck. But they are like actual people that could be world champions. Like Dvalishvili fucking 4 years ago. Like,
here's the thing.
You beat Dvalishvili 4 years ago, nobody gives a fuck.
But nobody did, though.
But it's the world champion.
Like, for example, let's take Sean Brady, right? In the 185 division. Or 170 division, I'm sorry. If you beat Sean Brady, nobody cares. But nobody beats Sean Brady. Like, same thing with JDM. If you beat JDM, not a lot of people are going to care. But JDM's undefeated. So the thing is, beating those guys that are in the top 10, it's not like just anybody goes and does it. You know what I mean? It's like...
No, for sure. That's my point. Is like... It's one of those people that will get you known because of their name, but you didn't really come up in terms of like, we're not giving you a new belt, bro. Like, you beat somebody you were supposed to beat. Mm-hmm. Good job. You did what we expected of you. So fantastic. And it helps in your name a lot. It does not help in your skill level or anything having to do with the actual application of what it is that you've worked for, you know. But it does help in your name, which is very important for your funds, which is why you do it to that level.
Yeah.
What do you think of Kevin Holland?
Careful now.
I think he just wants money fights. He don't care.
But that I wanted to get to that. To get a money fight, you gotta win a fight or two.
No, but I don't think that. I think he's paid regardless.
Yeah.
I think he's paid. So just give me fights because I get paid for every fight. That it's like hours. Yeah. For him, it's hours.
Yeah, but keep losing and you won't get any more fights.
I think he's almost done anyways.
He ain't that old.
No, he's young. I don't think he's near done, but I think they will. I think they will get more particular on how they match him up.
He gotta start.
You're not gonna get 4 or 5 fights a year if you've lost the last 4. So now we're gonna say, hey, we like you in this company. You make us money. We need you to win some.
Right.
All right, let's move on to the next fight. Who was it? Jailton Almeida versus
Spivak.
Jailton won submission, right? Or was it ground and pound?
No, it was a TKO. It was ground and pound TKO.
Let me pull up Jailton's thing because I was telling Matthew this story. It was great, but it could have been made up. I don't think it was, but I'm about to confirm it right now. UFC.com. Jailton Almeida. Hey, if I show you a picture of this guy,
Nothing ever good
with
comes after that.
No homosexual intentions.
Definitely, exactly what I was thinking. It's gonna be a straight dick.
Strictly business. Strictly business intentions. Nothing else.
Mm-hmm.
How much you say? What division would you say he's in? Right here.
I mean, that doesn't tell you enough.
170.
Heavyweight. He's a heavyweight.
Yeah, bro, but you ain't even showing his height or none of the others. The man like 6'4", 6'3", something like that. He's a giant, bro. He's that fucking. So, point is, you think he could fight at 205?
Yeah.
I think he probably should not do that.
Let me see if he's lost. Oh, he lost the fight, I think. Let me see who he lost.
Was that 205?
Where did it go?
That would make sense.
No, oh no. Yeah. I'm never wrong. Look at that, Matthew.
Curtis Blades.
He lost to Curtis Blades.
Yeah, I mean, I agreed with you on that.
In the second round. Oh, I said the third round. Okay.
KO, TKO.
I'm like wrong and a half. But, so after losing to Curtis Blades, he was supposed to get a title shot because remember that's when Curtis Blades
was
got
up there.
knocked out by Aspinall in like a second and a half. Then he goes and he beats Lewis, but people didn't like the way he beat Lewis. He's only lost one fight, and he did he win? Oh no!
So why?
I'm going the wrong way.
To that point, it's like why ever change weight classes? You're doing good. You ain't gotta fucking drop weight and feel like death.
No disrespect to these heavyweights he won, but he hasn't been a championship caliber.
Well, what's a championship caliber heavyweight?
Like
that's a
what's
good.
That tall ass lanky white guy? What's his name? Volkov.
Yeah, let's put him against him. Perfect. Let's go.
Yeah, there you go.
Volkov's a great fucking kickboxer. Fights long. This guy will put you on your ass and take you down.
He asked for Ciryl Gane because he's not stupid. He knows that Ciryl Gane can't wrestle.
Much easier person to take down.
So, but huge. So.
Of course. When was the last time we saw Ciryl?
Versus Volkov. He won.
Oh, that's very true point. Very true point. I was thinking prior to that. But that was a kickboxing match primarily, wasn't it?
No, I think he lost that fight versus Volkov. It was just...
Well, Volkov won. No. Volkov won, like, decisively.
But Gane won, officially.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, he won. Everybody was like, oh, it was a robbery. And
no.
Yeah, and then Twitter was like...
God, I'm remembering this incorrectly, so anything I say from here on, take that with a
But Jailton Almeida, he's probably going to fight Ciryl Gane, and he's probably going to win, and then he's going to fight Aspinall, and then get beat up. I guarantee you that's how this is gonna happen.
Well, I think also with Aspinall,
Hey,
I think he needs some.
Look, I have no shame in showing my Google history. No porn. Look at that. Look at that. See? Aren't y'all proud of me?
He does it in the private browser.
Aren't y'all proud of me? Yeah. Jailton Almeida beats Spivak, and now, like I said, he's gonna fight Ciryl Gane. All right, let's move on to the good fights. All right.
Yuri
versus Jamal Hill. Bruno told me Jamal Hill was gonna win, and I told him no.
No, I didn't.
What did you say?
I said Yuri's gonna win in a dogfight. Next to exactly what happened.
He said either one could win. Let me tell you how they're gonna win if they win. I've done that.
What are you talking about?
I mean, I'm not a good bettor. I lose a lot.
Did you do a football parlay today?
Mm-hmm.
He said, nah. The way my bank
I would've
account is set up.
No, I would have lost it because the Chiefs. I didn't want to bet it.
But anyway.
I think I would have done okay tonight, actually.
The football one or the UFC?
No, the UFC, if I did a parlay on UFC, because I would have gone Merab, I would have gone Islam. That's 2. What else?
I did a parlay and I would have been rich right now.
If it wasn't for
Payne Talbot, who got his ass beat.
damn it, Peyton.
Ooh, that might have fucked me up, because I didn't know Talbot was on the...
Yeah, he was
Talbot might have got me.
Right.
But with the thing is, he's not going to help your parlay much, so I probably wouldn't have taken him.
Yeah, because he was a minus 1,200.
That's crazy. That's the one that you just take $10 against him, as we've talked about.
1,200.
Dude, oh my God. I should have done it.
You should have done it. But Yuri Prochazka versus... You want to take this one since you were right? You want to take this one since you were right?
I mean, he got
Bring the
ahead.
mic closer.
He got ahead early, tagging Hill, but in the second round it was pretty even.
In the second round, I think we all agree that it was probably... What's his name? Jamal Hill?
Yeah.
Jamal had his moments, bro. He was in there. I think he struck good from the inside. Like, he had the good, the uppercuts, little hooks. Like, the boxing shit, I think he had the idea.
His heads are
but
down.
the thing is, like, when you're training boxing for boxers, not boxing for karate style. And, you got that super in-out style with Prochazka. And, the head is not going to be where you think it's going to be. And then he even turned it up and put extra heavy slips on it. So he was doing hard slips to the right, hard slips to the left, really giving a lot of mobility to the head. So I think Hill didn't invest enough to the body. The legs might have been hard to hit, but I mean... I don't know. Pereira tore his legs up, so you could have probably gone more to the legs, more to the body. Stop chasing his head, because his head is moving around.
Jamal Hill's legs looked weak in the fight.
He started off sluggish. Yeah, he started off very sluggish. It seems like he picked it up, like, towards the second round. And he came out aggressive in the third round, but then got caught. And I think I told Bruno, I think it was you, that it was like the fight seemed weirdly long. You know what I mean? Like weirdly long for some reason.
It was nonstop action though.
It was incredibly short, but it seemed long. Like,
I think it's like when you expect a knockout or something earlier, and when it happens a little later, it's like it just seems like, man, they're playing at the highest frequency of, like, any little fuck up is gonna just ruin your next 3 months, really.
And I think it's more of also the fact, how normally a fight, they kind of feel each other out and they kind of circle around, not a straight minute or 2 minutes straight, but total, like,
yeah.
They have some action, then they kind of feel around, have some action, then they kind of feel around. It seems like in this one, there was no filling out process. It was like, from the first minute, Yuri brought everything, and then Jamal either had to adjust or get knocked out, because he got dropped early in the first round, right?
Yeah.
He got hit multiple times with, like, real sluggers, and it was certain things that were working, which I I saw, and I was like, those things are going to build in this fight. And if you lean on those things, I see the fight going. I mean, essentially the way that it did. I think it maybe took a little more time than it needed to. Because obviously being in war, you don't see the things that are happening the way we see it. But at the end of it, it was like the power that Prochaska brought to this fight, and the thing that was his forte did end up being the deciding factor. It was just that power. He got hit a lot. I think it could have been anybody's fight, but I think there's very few fights where he's going to be equal or lower than anybody in terms of power and exertion.
Going into the third round, it was anybody's fight, literally, right?
Yeah.
So, Yuri knocks out Jamal Hill in the third round. So now this conversation is gonna go longer a little bit. What's next for each of them?
Well, I think each of them. That's two different questions. But what we worried about, we're about Yuri. What is Yuri gonna do? I think Yuri's gonna wait. You should wait. You know who you're fighting next. Realistically, if
do we know who's he fighting next?
He'll get a title shot again.
Yeah, he'll get his opportunity. He'll get his opportunity.
I don't think so. I really don't see it.
I don't see the.
For example, they were up. For example, you remember Adesanya versus Whitaker too?
Mm-hmm.
How long did it take Whitaker to get that second?
Yeah, but you're talking about a weight class that is much more populated.
Well, the 185 division, honestly, it wasn't that great.
But it's much more popular than heavyweight. Because everybody can drop weight. So people don't fight at heavyweight. Like, it really just takes all the balls to fight at heavyweight. You know what I mean? People are 6'4" and fighting at 185.
No, but my point is, right now, when the fights are... Let's take another one. Because the history of Max Holloway and Volkanovski was that nobody besides Holloway showed that was even close to Volkanovski. Right? Holloway went, lost to Volkanovski, got the rematch, lost to Volkanovski, and then it got so bad that the UFC decided for Topuria not to fight Holloway before he fought Volkanovski because they were worried that Holloway was going to keep knocking down contenders because he was beating everybody. And that was a much closer fight. Yuri and Pereira has not been close twice. Mm-hmm. It's not like they fought
But
once.
I just think at the end of the day is...
Nobody else.
Well, Khalil Roundtree's there.
He just got beat too.
Yeah, but not like Yuri did both times. His one fight lasted way longer than Yuri's both.
Wait. So, Khalil's at 205?
Yeah, Khalil's at 205.
Well, there you go. Why not?
Because he just got knocked out by him.
So then I think...
No, but they both got knocked out by him. But why not?
That becomes a problem.
Who was the closest fight against fucking Pereira?
Roundtree would fight Yuri next then for the contender fight.
I would say that, yes.
No, yeah.
There's no way Yuri goes straight to the title fight.
I think we figured it out right there. I think that's actually the answer. Because everybody would like to see Roundtree get another chance. Mm-hmm. I don't think people are that interested about Yuri again. No, but they're definitely interested in Roundtree because Roundtree put hands on him. Mm-hmm. Bad. Like round 1 and 2, I think are Roundtree, right? Mm-hmm. I think we can. Yeah. Round 1 and 2 it's official now, right?
I think so, yeah.
Right? Officially, Roundtree got round 1 and 2?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's a guy that. Why would we take shit away from you? What the fuck?
It's not that we're taking shit away from you.
No, I'm not saying you are. I'm saying in terms of the company. The company they have to make fights. They have to make shit that people want to see. But Hill's 3 right now. He can't be 3 anymore. We got Jan. Let's get Jan in there. Let's get Jan in the talks. I don't know what's going on with him. I don't know where.
Here's the problem.
He might be hurt. I don't know. They didn't tell us that shit.
So it's official. Pereira and Ankalaev are fighting, right? Mm-hmm. Ankalaev is number 1. And he's gonna fight Pereira. Let's say Pereira wins. Then this becomes a huge issue. Why? Number 1, he beat. Number 2, he knocked out twice. Number 3, he knocked out. Number 4, he beat. Number 5, nobody cares about him. And number
That's what I'm
7,
saying. I think we already agreed on is that Pereira's on his way out. He's going to heavyweight, dude. He's going to heavyweight. There's nothing else for me to prove here.
Yeah.
Yes, there's people here that could beat me. Why do I want to fight somebody that can beat me that's not going to change my legacy?
Look, the best thing that can happen to the division is Ankalaev actually wins that fight.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Ankalaev can win that fight.
But then Pereira would get the rematch right away.
Exactly.
Ankalaev is not winning that fight.
Ankalaev could wrestle him.
He could.
But
And he's aware of that.
But I don't know, like, we were talking about DoorDash earlier. That DoorDash needs to, like, give IQ tests to their workers before they let them DoorDash. Because they can never find the place, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's no shame
I think
in
it's
doing
harder
DoorDash.
than it seems, honestly.
There's no shame in doing DoorDash. You gotta do what you gotta do to make your money.
I'm not interested in doing it.
No,
I
but
think it's actually hard.
yeah, it's
And
hard.
there's certain places where I don't want to drop off. We are in Houston.
I'm saying, but my point is, there's no shame in doing DoorDash. It's
No,
shame in
no
you
shame.
not being able to find an address as a human being.
I'm a server, by the way,
Exactly.
folks. I serve tables.
Exactly. If you can't find an address, you have an issue. That's now. If you're in this division and everybody keeps saying, "I don't plan on wrestling Pereira," you're a moron.
No, I think
They
everybody.
all say it.
But I think everybody planned to do it.
No, but they all come out and say, "I'm not gonna wrestle him." Every single one of them did.
Because they all have an ego.
Yes.
No, but they don't try.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like, it's so hard to get close to him.
Yeah.
His hands are low. His hands stay low.
But I'm saying, at least take a shot.
That's his fight. Dude, you can't get close to somebody that hits you that hard, bro. It's just one of those things that when you felt it, you felt it. And I'm sure you felt it before, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where you're like, I will never try to get close to this person.
Yeah.
You're like, my best chance is to beat you up close.
Yeah, you're coming right into an uppercut.
Oh,
And then you get that kick to the belly, you get the uppercut, and you say, I don't want anything to do with
so what's
being
the
close to you.
alternative?
You stay on the outside and try not to die.
But they all died.
Yeah, survive.
Yeah, they survived. They got to
Who
say, I
survived?
fought that guy.
Who
I
survived?
fought the guy.
No,
But the thing is, he will pressure you. That's why he takes you to death.
Yeah.
Because they think, I'm going to get close to him, and I'm going to be able to beat him. Because he's got long reach. His kicks are long. You know, he kicks with the end of his foot. You know, everything's long. He's going to, whatever. Then you get close to him and realize,
There's one guy that tried to
he's
wrestle
so
him,
strong.
and he's not a wrestler.
Jan?
Adesanya.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Adesanya beat him in every round of probably every fight.
And he had the best chance. Why? Because he tried to wrestle him. The rest of them said, I'm going to go stand up with him and stay on the
I think
outside
we were talking about
and
it
try to
earlier.
survive. And they all have a casket on their name.
I think Adesanya is probably the best technical kickboxer that maybe ever lived.
But that's my point, man.
But he does not have the gift. He does not have the gift that we were talking about of, like,
Again,
the random
let's go through this.
gift.
If I give you this list, Magomed Ankalaev, Yuri Prohaska, Jamal Hill, Jan Blachowicz, Khalil Roundtree, and Israel Adesanya, which one is the best? Who has the best tools to stand up with Pereira out of those 6?
Pereira is
I get none of
not
them.
one time
But
called out Adesanya again.
no, but I get it.
And Adesanya has said on Joe Rogan he does not want to fight him again either.
But we all agree Adesanya has the best tools to stand with him, right?
Maybe they shook hands and said, "Hey, let's save this.
Yeah, but that's a different.
Let's save it for when it's over."
But that's different. My point is, which one of those 6 have the best tools? It's Adesanya.
The only person I really want to see him fight is Adesanya and John Jones.
But my point is, he has the best tools to stand with him, and he decided, I'm not going to stand with him. Why the hell did the rest of them decide to stand with him?
Well, he knocked him out.
Huh? Yeah, after wrestling for 4 rounds, and he got him on the 5th. But at least he wrestled them for 4.
Yeah, no, good.
Yeah.
No, I agree. I do not
And he
disagree
does
at all.
have the best tools to stand with him, and he's like, I ain't standing with that monster.
So to your point, actually, to kind of come around now, I'm like, to your point, that's one of the lower level wrestlers got him down.
Yeah.
So Ankalaev must feel
who's a
fucking
high level wrestler.
Yeah, Ankalaev is coming up in my chances in terms of him winning. Just
Umar
with
will.
that argument alone, I'm like, you know what? Ankalaev has a much better chance than I was originally thinking.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, again, IQ. But what did Uncle Live said? I'm not going to wrestle him. I'm going to stand. Like, again.
Okay, you will say that for now.
You gotta be
I think there's just a thing, you know, and they know it too, as you know, they know it more than we do, that when you get touched by somebody that just has that thing, and you say, I don't want to feel that again.
So,
And you know, it's aside from what your brain tells you. It's like my body says, I'm out. I'm not doing this.
but this division's in trouble, man. Dominic Reyes got knocked out for 3 years in a row.
Mhm.
And he's number 11.
What, light heavyweight?
Yeah. This division's in trouble.
Nah, they'll be bringing. They're gonna go heavy on that in Contender Series, and you know, UFC is the shit, bro. They're the best.
All right.
They'll steal them from every other fucking company.
So, we'll see Pereira versus Uncle Live next.
Dude, I'm so in for it though. I think it's a great fight. Honestly, I think it's a great fight. You got somebody who's gonna really put Pereira to the test. You got somebody who just kills everybody. So let's watch it.
All right, moving on. Merab Dvalishvili versus Umar Nurmagomedov.
Mhm.
You want to say who you thought was going to win this fight?
I thought Umar was gonna win.
And you want to say how it went?
He just got outpaced.
Merab did very good.
Mhm.
But Umar did very good.
Yeah.
No, Umar looked like the better fighter.
Yeah.
Dvalishvili is the athlete.
Mhm.
Then I think going forward, guys, take this to your bets. The athlete usually wins, especially in 5-round fights.
Yeah.
So you got to consider, you know, the time that it takes and the heart that somebody has. And Dvalishvili, which I actually thought he would be more aggressive than he was.
Mhm.
Very calculated, you know, very calculated. He took his hits. He got hurt. But at the end of it, he was definitely the more conditioned person, and he won because of that. And I was right for, you know, one of the few pay-per-views. I was right.
Yeah.
I'm always right.
It was because it was like 2-2 going into the 5th round.
Yeah, it was
It was
2-2 going to.
Was it really?
Yeah.
I didn't see it that way, but
Every judge
had it that way.
had it.
Really? Damn, I didn't see it that way. But yeah, at the end of it, I think we can all just agree it was just the conditioning difference
Yeah.
and the willingness to be in there. Like round 4 and 5, I think it was just Dvalishvili, just like, this guy's tired, and he felt on Superman. And you could see it.
Normal, man.
You could see it. Like in round 4 and 5, he turned on heavier than he was round 1, 2, or 3. He was more active in 4 and 5. That he knew, he was like, this guy's tired. There's that weird feeling when you just know I have somebody's number.
Yeah. And then he was messing with them in the 5th round.
But this fight was really good. It was weird because not a lot of things happened that you were like, whoa.
Mm.
But just the pace and how they fought. And because I would love to see how many times did Merab shoot. Because
It had to be less than 10 for sure. Had to be 6 or 7.
I think he shot a lot.
I don't think he shot a lot. He only got 1 or 2. Maybe 2 takedowns, right?
No, yeah, he got 4, I think.
Did he get
He got
4?
30.
Whoa, so he probably shot 4,
He
20?
had 7 takedowns, 30 shots.
30 shots.
30 shots.
Dude, and it didn't look like he shot 30 times, did it?
Well, to me, it looked like he
Did
shot
it?
a lot, yeah. I know
felt-
he didn't get most of them.
And that's what
what
I
he
expect
does,
from him.
yeah.
So, I guess in my eyes, I was expecting 60 shots.
And,
To where it's just annoying amounts of shots.
no, but I think he broke a record for shots against Jan, and it was like 40.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
That's the fight that I'm talking
Yeah.
about, actually. The fight that I was talking Triple C earlier. It was against Jan.
and
That he just never stopped. And you could see that Jan was done, bro.
and in that one, he shot like 40 times, and
He got
he
1, 2?
landed like 3, 4. Like he doesn't land a lot of them. He just keeps shooting and shooting and shooting, and then when he gets you down, he can't keep you down, which is the funniest part. Like he gets you down literally for about a second or two, and then you just kind of get up, and then he takes you down again. Because in the first 2 rounds, Umar was he was chilling.
I think they've come to a science on like the amount of expenditure that it takes for you to get back up, and they just want you to get back up as many times as you can until you can't anymore. It's like you work so hard to get back up, and they're just leaning on you, so they're not really using that much energy. They run forward, hit you, and then if you can stop it, you stop it. Whatever, we go back to boxing, and then I do it again, and I do it again, and I do it again. At the end of it, your shoulders and your biceps are done. If they get you lower than that, your legs are done.
Yes. And all right, question to the room: what happens first? TikTok comes back, or Merab loses the title?
TikTok comes back.
Because I'm looking at this division, he ain't losing this title forever.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think Sean O'Malley has to come and take it from him.
I don't think he can. Like, because I agree with you. The only chance he has is the way you said it. But
Well, I don't think he was offensive in that fight,
but
and that's what I think. I think that Sean O'Malley has to be offensive.
Yeah, the 4th and 5th round.
the problem with him,
I think he could take it from anybody.
if he catches you,
I think he could take it up to 155. I think his power and his striking. I think he could take it up to 155 and probably knock out anybody.
but you gotta hit the guy to knock him out,
Exactly.
and that's the problem.
No, I agree. That's what I'm saying. It was like if you're a kickboxer and they're like, all right, you're fighting this wrestler, let's go. And this actually was the thing with Khabib and Conor. It's like, oh, I'm just gonna go and fucking train fucking wrestling because you know what, this guy's a wrestler. I already know I'm a better striker than him. Now your striking's lesser, his striking is better, and all you've been doing is trying to stop him from taking you down, which there's nothing you can do in the world to stop him.
I hate when people come and tell me, yeah, but he'll work on his wrestling. So you're gonna tell me he's gonna get in 3 months what this guy's been doing for 20-something years?
30 years?
Like, it's just not gonna happen. It's like you're not gonna catch up. So Sean O'Malley can work from the day he lost into the day they fight again. He'll never catch up to Merab's wrestling.
Yeah.
So the only thing is that Sean is a sniper.
Timing.
Yes. So
Timing and footwork.
if he catches you coming in, but the thing about the footwork, I agree with you with the footwork. If they would be standing
Dude,
for a
he
long time,
took Aljamain. He can take anybody on the fucking planet.
this guy's different.
No, he can take anybody on the planet. I guarantee you, he took so many shots, he
know.
can't take Sean's shot. A real straight from fucking Sean. He's going down. Like anybody
Oh, yeah.
at 135 and probably 145. 155 is a stretch.
No,
I'm
I agree
gonna
with
say
you.
it's a stretch.
I agree. But he's not gonna take a shot. Is what I'm trying to say. It's like
Yeah, he can be
he's not gonna take a shot.
Wow, I wouldn't bet that Sean O'Malley beats him. I'm saying who can beat him? Sean O'Malley.
Well,
Sean O'Malley can beat him.
'Cause
Now Sean O'Malley, go beat Sean O'Malley. You're the
you
best
can't-
kickboxer of below 185. Period.
But
There's nobody better.
here's the problem. I agree with you though. I'm with you. The problem is when you enter a fight with a puncher's chance, you don't have much of a chance.
But
And-
he did it. He beat Jan also. He can beat anybody, bro. And his takedown defense and get-ups are really good. But when he got up, did he do anything?
No.
He didn't do shit. If that guy hits you, you are going to be scared.
And here's another thing that that's
Period.
not a debate.
He's got a particular gift, and he's got punching power from fucking
But my
nowhere.
question is-
He's got no muscle. It looks like he's got no muscle.
Oh, it's all technique. It's perfect.
It's perfect.
Now the thing is, can that punching power be gone by the second round or third round because you're so exhausted?
Yeah.
Conor McGregor, best paid ever, has fantastic knockouts, knocked out everybody, but there's nothing after third round.
And that's
Nothing.
the thing. I
You don't have to beat anybody at the third round if you don't let them get there.
think the problem is that Sean O'Malley does have the best chance. I agree with you, and he doesn't have much of one. So if when he has the best chance and he doesn't have that good of a chance, who's gonna beat him?
There are people lower down in the rankings that...
Oh no, I just went through it.
No, there are, because you have... Adrian can knock him out, but
Adrian's
Adrian's going to get taken down. He's gonna get taken down. His stance is too close. He doesn't have the stance for that type of fight. He's gonna get taken down easy.
Sean O'Malley. Number 2, Umar. He already beat those two. Oh, Peter Yan. He beat him.
Sandhagen's always dangerous, but he's not gonna knock you out. So I don't see him winning because that you're talking about 5 rounds.
Davison has the power, but again,
Sandhagen gonna just outstrike you for 5 rounds? I don't know. When you can take him down, no.
Yeah.
Jose Aldo could go there, but I mean he'll never be up there again.
No.
He's always dangerous, but he'll never be up there again.
Kyler Phillips, he's a Sean O'Malley type. He trains with Sean O'Malley, but again, it's the same problem.
They're cleaning house right now.
Yeah, it's like
That's what it is. We have nothing to base anything off of anymore.
There's great fighters.
There's
he's
great fighters,
eventually
but
gonna lose. We know that. Everybody loses, but the point is when and to who. And this one looks far because the best option was Umar. Honestly, the best option is probably Umar in a second fight.
Yeah, Umar did look.
that's fair. Umar, and I think Sean O'Malley's going to be back up there because obviously the UFC wants that. First off, secondly, I think he's probably the most prepared for it. His takedown defense looked great. His get-ups were great, but he had no offense.
All right, so
Throw 1s and 2s, uppercuts, and
do
you
we all
can
agree
find
that
it.
Sean O'Malley probably gets the next fight?
Yeah, probably.
He took time off for a reason.
Yeah, Sean probably gets the next fight.
He's been wrestling every day,
yeah,
which is not what he needs to be doing, really. We just covered that.
Don't be mad.
Just
All
be
right.
a boxer. Bro.
Final fight, Money Moicano taking on Islam Makhachev.
Yeah, it didn't last long.
Yeah, it didn't last very long.
He looked good though. He did look good. I think he had a chance. I think he gave Islam back the chance at a certain point. And I don't think he gave him a chance. I think he got taken down, and I think when you feel certain people, you lock up. You know what I mean? You don't know really what to do. You feel certain people. I mean, the timing, you can kind of feel they have the timing. You can feel that you can throw this leg up, you can do this, they're going to catch the leg, throw you over, they're going to fucking take your back anytime you try to get to a knee, So he tried to play it safe, and play it safe, still ended up in, well, hey dude, we love you, but you didn't get it today.
there's levels to this game.
Yeah, I mean, dude, this is one of the craziest fighters that ever lived.
There's levels to this game, and Moicano is very good. But
Islam, hey, you're the GOAT, bro.
Yeah, I don't see him losing the belt.
You're at least one of the GOATs. The GOAT. We'll talk about that one day when we have a little more information. But
and honestly, the problem is,
You're in the
I'm gonna
conversation.
disagree with you a little bit. I don't think Moicano looked good. I really don't.
I think he hurt Islam more than Islam hurt him
Yeah,
until the ending.
I don't
Islam
think he
found
hurt
his
him.
timing and got him, and
I just think that he kind of took it. He's like, I could end it when I want to, and as soon as that knockdown / slip, whatever it was,
I do feel that that's how his head was. Yeah,
Yeah.
I do feel that Islam felt that way.
And as soon as
Don't
that
get me wrong.
little bit of danger came into the fight, he's like, all right, let's stop messing around.
Yeah, I do feel
Yeah.
that to an extent that Islam was kind of keeping, because I mean he had his timing for a fight against somebody who's different. Moicano was obviously going to try to get it done in 2 rounds because he had a 3-round fight set up. So his timing was very different from his. But once Islam saw what he had to be fearful of, he said, nah,
Let's just end it.
I'll just hit the button.
And to me, it's like you don't do that when you enter a fight with fear. And he had no fear for Moicano. It's like, and now the question is, who's next? Because everybody would say Sarukian, but now the question is, remember, Sarukian has not fought since April of last year. It's almost a given that Islam's gonna fight in October for the Abu Dhabi card, like he always does, right? Because Ramadan's gonna happen, then he'll come back in October for the.
Looks like a layoff. That's what it looks like. They're both going to be laid off for a little bit.
But who? I don't think Sarukian can wait 2 years to fight.
Ooh, I don't know about 2 years.
It's like he has to fight somebody. So
Oliveira.
he just fought Oliveira.
We'll fight him again. He just won.
Yeah, so
Whatever. If you want to get your 5,200, I don't know what they get paid, but you want to get your paycheck. You got a contract. They got to offer you that. You take it, or you don't take it.
they just.
But he knows he's not getting the champ right now, so Give me Oliveira. I already beat him.
If you are Dana White, let's say I cut off all of Bruno's hair,
Mhm.
and you're bald,
Mhm.
and you become Dana White. In your head, in your business head, right? What percentage chance do you give Sarukian to beat Islam?
It doesn't matter. It's that
Oh no, hold on, I got a point. It matters. Like what?
Probably like 20%.
20%, perfect. And I'm not too far off from you. I may take it to 35, but I won't go beyond there. Now, what percentage do you give Dan Hooker or Justin Gaethje?
4.
Yeah, it's a lot less.
10ish, yeah. I agree with you. Now,
10. I went below 5. Bro.
I agree with you.
You gotta go that down to 0.
now, if we're there, now, one guy has 25%, the other guy has 10%. Now, one guy will sell you how many pay-per-views, and one guy will sell you how many more. Which one do you take?
Money, baby.
I'm going with Gaethje or Hooker. And, by the way, these guys, trust me, that fight, whoever wins that fight, they just beat a crowd favorite. That pay-per-view is going to sell.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it's going to sell pay-per-views going into the next one. So,
Yeah.
which one would you rather see as a fan?
Gaethje.
Or I guess Hooker, right? Like,
Yeah.
but that's kind of the question we have going. So, it's because this wasn't a fight. Let's be honest.
Yeah, those.
I wonder. You think this fight this card saw a lot of pay-per-views? Because the change had to affect it, huh?
Yeah, probably did a little bit. But they probably sold a good amount.
What would you say?
How many pay-per-views?
I don't think it gets to 200,000.
I don't even think they're doing pay-per-views like that. They're selling like that anymore because of streaming.
Yeah, but I think the UFC's you still got to buy it through ESPN Plus, right?
Fight night. You only get the fight night. You don't get pay-per-view.
Yeah, so you got to buy the pay-per-views.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. It's just where do we go from here? Just give him Gaethje and that's it.
Gaethje or he goes up.
What's the possibility of that? Of him going up?
Probably high.
Isn't he friends with Bilal though?
He'll fight whoever. He don't care.
But-
It's Bilal that has a problem.
yeah, but if your friend has a problem, you'll probably
Yeah,
not
but
push for it.
I don't see Bilal keeping that belt.
Well, it depends when that fight is too, huh?
Yeah.
Because Bilal, but Shavkat just fought right now in December,
Mm-hmm.
so he can't fight till like what, May?
If he was hurt,
He can't fight till May or
maybe July.
June, July. And then if he fights in July, he won't be ready in October, would he?
You have to fight December.
So he has to fight in December. So and Islam is fighting in October.
Mm-hmm.
He's fighting in October for that Abu Dhabi card. I don't know. I just think it comes down to it's Gaethje and Hooker if they're not dead by the end of that fight. Because
It's gonna be a brawl.
it's gonna be a brawl. It's gonna end up being just.
Someone's going to sleep.
It seems like it, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Like that. Seems like that's gonna be the end of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna end up being Hooker and Gaethje because. Let's ask Matthew. So, because Sarukian can just fight right now in February or in March, and he'll be ready by October. But if Gaethje and Hooker are put on a show, trust me,
There's always star power, you know.
Islam and Gaethje sounds a lot way better than Islam Sarukian.
Yeah.
Or Islam and Hooker sounds a lot way better than Islam Sarukian.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and very much depending on the extent of the injury too.
and it's not like one. Cause do we really believe that Islam pays that? I'm sorry, Sarukian pays that much of a threat?
Mm-hmm.
It's a threat, and it's a bigger one than Hooker or Gaethje. But is it much bigger?
No. I don't see.
I mean, I think the biggest threat's always going to come from what you can't train for.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's hard to train for somebody like Gaethje who You know, what do? It's like just take him to where he's not at, and they take his back. You know, so obviously he's been training since losing to Khabib, and
again,
just somebody taking your back. I mean, there's only so much you can do, but at the end of the day, it's like that's why Conor was so successful. It's like somebody that you can't really train for because his style is weird, and when he hits you, you're not there anymore. Mm-hmm. You just get that star punch.
I don't want to sound negative, but I think the UFC's in trouble. In the sense of we're entering fights knowing who's gonna win most of the time, and that's not good. Like,
yeah,
that's not good. It's like, again, we just went through 135 division. We have no idea who's gonna beat that guy. At the 145, we're not too far from that either. Do we really think anybody has a good chance of beating Topuria? 155, again, this guy.
I think Topuria's not that. I don't see Topuria being there like that.
Really?
I don't, personally.
I don't see who beats him. Like, I don't see Diego Lopez.
I think
he's a kickboxer, yeah.
Lopez
I think he's a kickboxer. Lopez is a dog. Dogs can always win.
Yeah.
Lopez is fucking dangerous. And he won't be fighting him for another 6 months?
Yeah,
so he's had 9 to 12 months to prepare to fight who he already knows is in his. Like they've been negotiating these fights back and forth probably for a long time. So he knows this guy's coming soon. If not, it's this guy. Whatever. Like his striking is not there to strike with Topuria. Obviously, like he shouldn't be striking with him, but he can hit him. Mm-hmm. He can hit him, and then he can go for a hip, and then from the hip, you go for a leg, and then you go back up and you hit him again on the break. And you do that over and over and over.
Look, I hope you're right. I just don't think you are. For example, if we go through 125, Pantoja just beat the whole top 10 already.
Yeah, 125 is tough.
135 we just went through it. We have no idea who's going to beat that guy. 145, like I said, I personally feel like it's in a similar position. 155, we just talked about it. 170 might be the most open with Bilal and Shavkat and Ian Gary. 185, we just went through it. With Duplessis and Duplessis and Hamzat seems to be like something.
But I think you got real fighters up in there.
And that one, but then 205. I mean, we just went through it. It's like he already beat the top 5, and as long as John Jones or Aspinall wants to stay up there, who the hell's gonna beat them?
I do think it does definitely take a toll on the UFC and the way that what their model has been in terms of them pairing up with ESPN and the amount of fights they have to put on. No, that it does make them have to put more people in. And
there was a time where the women were interesting, meaning like when Amanda Nunes was fighting, you looked forward to those fights. When Valentina Shevchenko had that Aura tour, you look forward to those fights. When Rose was doing what she was doing, you look forward to those fights. Now, the 130, like we don't even know who's fighting. We don't know who's there. No.
But they're very aware of this. No. I mean, the UFC they're very aware. I mean, they came in and brought up the UFC through tactics that the WWE used, WWF, whatever, World Wrestling. So that being said,
they got to bring that back. That's what I think is missing.
Well, the thing is, they had superstars trying to call the shots, and the UFC said, well, we don't need you to call the shots because we're the UFC. The brand is the UFC. Everything under us is under us. So you could be fucking Conor McGregor, you can be fucking John Jones, you can be whoever the fuck, but either way, we're still going to call the shots to some extent. And they're trying to hold on that.
It's crazy how
we'll see how that works over time.
It's crazy how much luck you need to be like a Conor McGregor superstar. We've said it 100 times. If that counter doesn't land on Jose Aldo, he probably loses that fight. It's like he probably loses that fight.
It's been a fun fight to watch.
Like Jose Aldo's a great grappler.
But seeing Jose Aldo today, I still don't see him beating Conor because of style. Conor's long. Conor fights long. That's what's making him lose fights now. He doesn't fight long style anymore. He fights short boxing.
To me, it's like if he gets on the inside, what Jose Aldo has done to 100 people, the caliber of Conor McGregor, if he doesn't get countered in that fight, he could do.
You're gonna get countered.
Huh?
Connor's probably one of the best counter fighters that ever lived.
Yeah, but it happened in 6 seconds. What I mean, that normally doesn't
No,
happen.
and I agree because I was going for Jose on that fight, but that's the fight that took me over to Connor's side. I was like, "Fuck, this guy's crazy, dude!" Like,
And
and I actually, even after that, I was still kind of like, I don't know. That was a 6 second fight,
yeah, and
but I think it was a couple fights after that. I was like, "Oh, I'm on the Connor train. I understand this guy's that good." And watching him move and being a kickboxer, Muay Thai fighter, like I'm like, dude, I love it. I think it's fucking amazing what certain people do and how
and go
awesome
to my
they are.
point. But like, as people love Conor McGregor, have you ever thought and put your mind? You know, Conor McGregor being the superstar that he is and was, never once defended a title. Never once. He lost. He beat Aldo.
Never held the title after
He never defended it ever. He beat Aldo and went and fought Eddie Alvarez at 155,
He took his belt.
and then took his belt and went and fought Mayweather.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, like he never once defended a title.
I see him as a great fucking kickboxer. I see him as a great, stylistically and dangerous to everybody person. But I don't see him as somebody that can hold a belt for very long. I don't see him as consistent. Like
He's not well rounded enough.
He's not well rounded enough for this sport.
enough.
No.
But anyways, thank you for watching. We're late. We're gonna get home. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. But don't subscribe to our TikTok no more, I guess. If you find out how to subscribe to our TikTok, let us know so we can get back in. All right. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. See you next time. Peace.